Google just released Gemma 4, and it's a big deal for anyone running AI models locally. It's the first Gemma model under an Apache 2.0 license, so you can use it commercially with no restrictions. In this video, you'll learn which Gemma 4 size fits your hardware, how to install Ollama and run your first prompt, how to send images to Gemma 4, and how to adjust its context window and use the API. Gemma 4 comes in 5 sizes. E2B and E4B are built for laptops and edge devices, with a 128K context window. The 12B, 26B, and 31B models target desktops and workstations with a 256K context window. The biggest change is the license. Older Gemma models used a custom license that restricted training other models on the outputs. Gemma 4 drops that restriction entirely under Apache 2.0. One model stands out. The 26B variant only activates around 4 billion parameters per token, so it runs close to 4B speed. But Ollama still loads all 26 billion parameters into memory, so plan for 32 gigabytes of RAM or more. For most laptops, start with the default E4B model. Getting Gemma 4 running takes about 5 minutes, most of it spent downloading the model. On Mac or Linux, run the official install script with curl. On Windows, install it with winget install ollama.ollama. Once it's installed, check your version with ollama -- version. You'll need version 0.6 or later for Gemma 4. Now pull and run the model with one command. Ollama run Gemma -4. Ollama downloads the model, then drops you into a prompt where you can start chatting right away. If the default E4B feels slow or you've got more RAM to spare, pull a different size. Ollama pull Gemma 4:E2B for a smaller model, or Gemma 4:31B for the largest. Every standard Gemma 4 size can read images, not just text. In an interactive session, just include the image path in your message. For example, ask what's happening in this chart and paste the file path. Ollama loads the image and sends it to the model along with your question. This works great for screenshots, photos, and charts. Google specifically calls out OCR and chart reading as strengths of this model family. For scripted use, you can send images through the API too, as a base 64 encoded string in the images array. And here's a bonus. The E2B and E4B models also accept audio input, so you can send a voice clip for speech recognition. Gemma 4's default context windows are generous, but you can tune them. Create a model file that starts from Gemma-4:E-4-B and set a parameter called num_c-t-x. Lowering this reduces memory overhead, which matters most on the bigger 26B and 31B models. Build your custom model with Ollama Create, then run it like any other model. If you're building an app, Ollama exposes an OpenAI-compatible endpoint at localhost: 11434/v1. That means you can drop Gemma 4 into almost any tool built for OpenAI's API just by changing the base URL. And if you'd rather chat in a browser, OpenWebUI picks up every Gemma 4 model automatically. No setup needed. So that's Gemma 4 on Ollama. You picked the right size for your hardware, installed Ollama, ran your first prompt, sent an image for analysis, and tuned the context window. The full written guide with every command and the complete size comparison table is linked in the description. If you're experimenting with local AI models, subscribe to our free newsletter for daily updates on new tools and models. See you in the next one!